Alright, I've been deathly sick since Thanksgiving, and I had to take a little bit of downtime. Pretty sure it wasn't the Rona, because we already had that weak-ass shit come through our house several months ago, so that's always a positive. I'm still really under the weather, but I'm going to try to power through this video. Can't leave you guys hanging for too long without putting a video out there. So I've been looking for single point slings for quite a while now, looking at all the manufacturers, different options and price points. I'm really starting to feel like the cost is out of control for exactly what these things are. Really, it looks like everybody's just making these basic ass slings out of the cheapest materials possible and charging a premium for them. What I've got right here is the sling that came with my PTR 9CT. This thing is absolute trash. Now, I love that gun. The gun is amazing. But the sling that they sent with it is total garbage. It's this bungee bullshit material right here that's pretty much worthless. With that sling, because of the bungee material, anytime that you go ahead and lower down your weapon, it doesn't matter what you're using. It doesn't matter if it's my PTR, it doesn't matter if it's my AR pistol. The weight of the gun itself pulls down on that bungee material. It swings all over the place, and I'll be damned if 9 out of 10 times it wants to fly down and rack me in the nuts, which nobody wants that to happen at the range. So I finally came across this guy named Ty in one of my local gun groups. He actually lives about 15 minutes away from me. He's making slings by hand out of paracord. Not just slings, he's making dog leashes, he's making dog collars, he's making all sorts of slings. The guy can pretty much do anything out of paracord. It's pretty amazing, actually. I've talked to him a little bit, and I know that he is looking into expanding into other items that he can make with the paracord, so a lot of good stuff to come from him in the near future. Today, though, I want to talk about the single point shoulder rig that he made for me. So we'll go ahead and we'll get some close-ups of this thing and how it works here in a minute. So far, I'm really happy with it. I would call it a version 1 of this particular product. He and I spent a little bit of time talking about different upgrades that he plans on incorporating into it moving forward. So future versions of this sling may not look exactly like mine. They'll probably end up being better. I'm going to go ahead and leave Ty's information down in the description below. If you're interested in a paracord sling, shoot him an email, get in touch with him, and place an order. So first thing, I haven't been able to get out to the range and do any live fire practice since I picked up the sling. Life's been busy, weather's been shitty, and as you can tell, I've been sick. I do, however, do quite a bit of dry fire practice here at the house, multiple times a week. And so what I've been doing is incorporating the sling use into my dry fire practice here at the house, just to get a feel for how it's going to work out when I actually do feel a little bit better, have a little bit of spare time, and can make it out to do some shooting. All right, so what I've got here is approximately 106 feet of high quality paracord that has been weaved, woven, braided, however you want to put it, to make quite possibly one of the greatest slings that I've ever tried on before. Everything's held together with Magpul hardware, and at my request has a QD mount at the end. Right now I'm waiting on the hardware so that I can go ahead and attach the QD right here at the buffer on my AR pistol. And I know, you know, the SB A3 has the spot right here on the side for the QD. The problem with that is that it hangs a little bit low for my liking. It's not horrible, but I really feel like once I have that quick disconnect mounted right here, that's going to be quite a bit more efficient than what it will be having it all the way down here. That's my preference, at least. So for today's demonstration, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the PTR 9CT. Now, the way that SB Tactical created the QD mount on this, I personally feel like it is a lot better as far as where it hangs. It works out just perfect, just the way that I like it. On my side, I've got STI's Tactical 4.0 in the Huron holster. I believe it's the Huron. I really need to get around to doing a review on this holster. Honestly, it's one of the best ones that's out there for outside of the waistband. incredible quality. I'll get that video out soon. It's just life, right? So today's all about the sling though. I've got my standard dry fire practice set up ready. I have a post-it note on the opposite wall right about eye level with a 1-inch circle on it. I do not have any live ammunition here in my office. Empty mag. PTR is empty. On safety. The STI, empty mag. That sucker's empty. On safety. And we're ready to go. So because of the way that this sling sits, the gun sits exactly where I want it. It's nice and secure. I can go ahead and bring it up on target, use it, drop it down, pull out my pistol. I don't have to worry about bringing this back down and it hitting me right in the junk. That's a major bonus for me. Some people may not mind that, and I'm not here to judge you. Quietly, I am judging you. But if you don't want your gun hitting you in the nuts every time you drop it down, this is a great setup. One of the things that really makes this sling work well is the fact that it has the secondary strap that holds everything in place. The strap comes all the way back around and attaches back here, and so I don't get swinging around or shifting. So this is the one that came with the PTR, and it is basically just a single loop that comes around, and if I were to attach the PTR to it and let it go, it instantly wants to shift like that because it doesn't have a secondary strap like this one does. Like I said, this thing is absolute garbage. I love the PTR, but this strap is crap. Like I said, both weapons are cleared, no ammo in the office, got a target on the opposite wall, nothing on the other side of that wall just in case there is an accident, which I don't foresee because I do this pretty much every other day. But because of the placement of the sling with the weapon, it's right there. It's right where I need it to be. Now in the event that I don't need this, I've got my pistol right here. Everything is best spot for me. So for my dry fire, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the PTR, take a shot, go for my pistol, do the same. Now, you may have noticed, after I took my shot and I dropped this down, it swings a little bit, but I can't really zoom out, but when I drop it, it's free and clear. So because of that secondary strap on this sling, I'm not getting a lot of shifting. My weapon stays right where I need it. I can go ahead and bring it up, take a shot, go for my pistol, do the same. I love it. I've been so under the weather lately. I haven't really gotten a lot of speed practice in, which sucks. I'm hoping to get over this, whatever crud it is, sooner rather than later. But I do try to make it a point to come in here every couple of days and do a little dry fire practice. I'm really loving the way that this sling feels. It's comfortable. It's not putting too much weight in the wrong spots. I mean, I'd probably walk around with this all day and never notice that it's there. Gotta love it. As far as this style of sling goes, this thing is ridiculously good quality. Ty takes a lot of time to make sure that anything that he puts out there is the highest quality and it's made right the first time. If he didn't, I wouldn't be sitting here right now telling you to go ahead and hit him up and order some of his products. And in case you were wondering, no, I'm not being paid for a review. I'm not getting paid for referrals, and I paid full price for the sling itself. Honestly, I'm glad to do it. You know, when I find somebody who is working hard to start a business or create a product that is high quality and has a lot of potential, I'm glad to step in and tell other people about it. I'm not going to throw any numbers out there, but I will tell you, if it were me making these things, I would charge at least $30 more for them than what he is. And who knows, that price may go up in the future, but believe me, it is well worth it. Like I said, it's really early stages for this guy. I'm really hoping that he gets an Instagram set up soon, dedicated to showcasing his work, because honestly, the stuff that he makes is incredible. Show him some support, shoot him an email if you're in the market for a sling. You know, if you need a dog collar or leash or any type of, you know, custom paracord project that you want done, he's definitely your guy. He's got you. Paracord comes in a ton of colors. Whatever type of mounting hardware it is that you're interested in, he can throw that on there. If you're a bigger guy and you need a bigger size to accommodate, he can go ahead and get that handled. Just whatever it is that you need, just shoot him an email and he'll help you work through it. Before I close this video out, I do want to make a note about plate carriers. My one thing about the Sling is that my plate carrier is rather large and bulky, and this Sling tends to get hung up a little bit on it. Now right now as it stands, I can use the Sling while I'm wearing my plates. It's just not quite as optimized as I'd like it to be. It's not a huge deal. It's going to take a little bit of modification to the design so it works a little bit smoother with larger, more bulkier plate carriers, but that's something that I am currently working with Ty on. I'm sure it's not going to take too much longer before there's a version out there that's going to be a little bit more plate carrier friendly. Remember, head down to the description, grab Ty's email, type him up a little email, say, hey, you know, I need a Sling, I need whatever it is, I need a kick-ass collar for my dog. Whatever it is you need, you shoot him an email and he will take good care of you. You're not going to regret it. Helping this guy build his business is definitely going to be a positive thing for all of us in the 2A community.